So here we are.
Yo. Welcome back. Breaking in. Al Win the Remedy.
Yes.
AKA Al Sharp Tongue here with my man.
Jack Slay.
That's right. We back, baby.
Yeah. It's what day is it?
Man, what is it? The 16th?
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday?
It's a long way to Friday, man.
God dang it is. Thanks for the reminder.
Right.
Damn.
Well, like me and Al are sitting here and we're like, are you awake? Yeah, I'm awake. It's totally fine. We're totally going to bring the... yeah, we're going to...
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We gotta bring it up. So you gotta play me some upbeat music, which is good because rap happens to be kind of upbeat. Yeah. It was hot today too, man.
It was hot today.
I know it seems like this is probably all we do because we're so good at this, but no. we have other jobs.
It's true. Not for long though.
Not for long.
You know why? Because we got this.
I was like, well, what are you gonna say? Jesus loves me.
I know. It wasn't that. I know better than that. I know better than that, Jack.
Yeah. Hey, I love you. I love you.
Hey, that's...
Yeah. There you go. I'm not kind of Jesus-y without the hair. I mean, I don't have the big beard and long hair anymore. We're coming along, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? Because this shit is dope.
This shit is dope.
Just like your hat, boy.
That's why I got it. That's the only way people are going to know I'm dope.
Man, all right.
Yeah.
He's like, 2 weeks in the podcast, you're like, boom.
Boom. I show up with like a bling.
You know what I mean?
Like
Next thing you'll be in a
jacket.
tracksuit. You'll be in a fucking tracksuit.
Yeah.
Fucking dookie rope on.
Yeah. People be like, dude.
4-finger ring and shit.
Dude, I'm a rapper now. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You know? Oh shit! All right, and that's why we call it breaking in.
Break it, because
next
that's
thing
what
you
I'm
know, next thing you know, look, by the fucking 99th episode,
yes,
he's gonna be wearing a dookie rope,
tracksuit, all the jewelry. It's gonna look so fly. It's not.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. And don't worry, folks. I'm not gonna do that much. And by the way, I had the hat for a long time.
That's what I mean. So, like, I know that everybody else has their opinion, but how do you feel about like white people who rap, like in general, or just
Obviously, those people are bad people.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right? It's just like, damn.
It is kind of a thing, though, right? Like people, like now, maybe Eminem made it okay. From like how long has he been doing? He's been doing it 20 years. Did M make it? Was he? He wasn't the first, of course. I mean, we had Mr. Van Winkle.
Oh,
that's not his name, is it?
There were some other dope white rappers. You have Third Base.
Yeah.
And
I think there was one in Two Live Crew.
Search,
wasn't there?
I mean, he was like.
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
But speaking of Two Live Crew, because I think that just kind of like while we were setting up or whatever, we were hanging out, doing what we do. Yeah. And we were talking about females in the rap industry who kind of like use their sex appeal to like...
It's there.
You know what I mean?
You can't deny it.
And that's funny because... And it's not like I'm even the one saying it or you're just the one observing it. I mean, that's kind of like what we're here to do is observe what's going on, right? And it's just like legitimate. And it's, it's partly because, I tapped into some of that mainstream music. You know what I mean? We listened to some Nicki Minaj and like, but it does seem to be a running theme, throughout the history of rap music. You know what I mean? It's having, some video hoes, right? Is what they like video hoes. Video hoes.
And actually,
that's what we were talking about, right?
And pride in it, though.
And it's not to say that they are hoes.
No.
But it's just like a term. Like hip hop has been like, pushing the line of, definitely definitely been misogynistic.
Yeah.
And, but at the same time, you listen to some of these female rap songs.
Yeah. Well, like that, and Nicki's last one that I listened to, it's not her last one, but the one that I listened to.
Yeah.
I mean, she's talking about, I believe the romaine was mentioned. We all know what that means.
Yeah.
So it's there.
Right. And the whole video is,
right.
And the whole video is, just ass everywhere. So thank you.
Right. We're all like, why are we complaining?
It was the headline. Jack complains about too much booty.
We want less booty in rap. Not true, but it is fair to say that it's pretty heavy.
Right.
And is there anyone who's not selling that who's successful?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
There is though.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Is there a rapper?
So like I said, I feel like it's my fault for like, you know what I mean?
It's always your fault.
Yeah. I feel like, it's my fault because we're listening to, some mainstream shit. And talking about 2 Live Crew is interesting because that's not a good example of that goes the opposite. But I was listening to that, in grade school.
And your parents were fine with that? Or were you sneaking it? Were you like sneaking it? Because I had to sneak it.
Yeah, the 2 Live Crew was kind of a sneak move. Yeah. I had a buddy up the street who had, his dad used to work during the day, and when we could get home from school, and we would he had like a big ass TV with a sound system,
right?
And they had a bar too. They definitely had a bar.
Was good for you even then.
We used to, pick the lock of the cabinet.
No, you didn't. That's the. Yeah. So
we were some badass.
You were drinking
to 2 Live Crew.
Well, filthy.
So I mean, that's what I'm. Yeah. So you would be pissed if you had a son that was that age.
Yeah. Well,
sneaking into your bar.
Well, I feel like I failed on some level because I'd be like, dude, this kid's gonna be a mess by the time he's 19. Which isn't necessarily true, but it is. There is something to be said for. Look, this is for adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even that, we're talking about what sells and what makes people listen to your music. And let's face it, in every musical genre, sex sells.
It does.
Right? It's not exclusively rap here. Although I got to say, I don't know too many female rock stars that have the same sort of bring a word like that my mom would use, hoochie mama look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's a word that my mom would have used. Which I don't know. Is that racist? I don't know. I was like, but I'm just saying, like Melissa Etheridge is not known for being a hoochie mama. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is that 2 Live Crew had a song. I'm man, this ain't nothing but a hoochie mama.
Yeah.
I mean that's. Do you remember that shit?
I actually.
Or is that just?
I do, but only because it was brought up in news, articles and things like that, where my parents would address us like, "Do you know who this is?" And I'm like, "No, of course not. I have no idea." I knew who it was, even though I didn't listen to it. I was very aware because I had the same kind of friends who would play the stuff, on the down low, I guess, and you'd be listening to it when you weren't allowed to. The question is, like, when you bring up 2 Live Crew, do you think that was sort of a benchmark set at the time that raised the stakes? You know how Elvis raised the stakes from when he was, shaking his ass?
So this right here,
that's a fun song, though, right?
Man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Right.
So this particular video isn't an actual one. I'm gonna have to say that this came out like I was young as hell when this came out. We were listening to this.
The question is, how did women feel about this when it came out?
Oh,
because this isn't sung by a woman. So are they offended?
Oh, I'm sure that for sure. I think that at that point, of when these type of, songs were getting released, like people were furious, right?
Right. How dare you?
How dare you?
We are.
You know what I'm saying?
We deserve to be respected. Which I don't know if it's necessarily taking respect away. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. We need a female here. We need a female.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, man, if I was listening to this shit, fuck that. But I don't know though. I mean, I think that I think that is up for debate because I swear to God, females be listening to the same. I mean, they listen to the same shit we do.
Absolutely,
especially in hip hop.
Yeah,
especially in hip hop, they'll be like, yeah,
right.
Right. I mean,
and no one's telling Nicki Minaj what to write.
Right.
She's writing her own stuff. That's her call. And I'm just using her as an example. There's there's many other artists, and it also seems like we're coming down on. I don't think we are at all. It's just us making an observation that it is flagrant.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, I mean, I don't really listen to a whole lot of female rap.
Oh, you don't like women?
No.
That's not true, people. I was kidding.
Damn.
Oh, kidding.
No, I do. I mean, I there is a lot of stuff that I fuck with. It's just like not in my rotation.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you prefer male rappers to female rappers, or is that not a thing? Like you never.
I mean, most of the music that I listen to, I'm not trying to say that. I mean, yeah, I suppose most of the rap that I like,
you lean towards a male rapper.
Yeah, all my favorite rappers are.
It's easier to identify all that, right?
Yeah,
it's not
I suppose so.
It's not a sexist thing.
I think that it'd probably be the same way too. Like for a female who's interested in the rapping, they probably really, they probably like admire other female MCs. You know?
Absolutely,
right?
It makes sense.
I mean, it's kind of like one of those like they kind of stick together a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
there's a sisterhood.
I definitely shout out to Queen Latifah.
Right.
I do remember listening to some Queen Latifah when I was young.
Yeah, my sister did, and I remember listening to it on our way back and forth from school. She used to drive us to school, and it would come on. It was the more poppier stuff. Not that I know much about it, but she was way into it.
Yeah,
and I don't know enough about her to.
And then there was I think it was the artist Yo-Yo. And I'm pretty sure maybe Ice Cube was writing some of her lyrics or something.
Really?
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to look into that just as a personal, fact. But I'm pretty sure that definitely there was he was maybe doing the production but do you ever remember that song? Don't play with my yo-yo.
Oh, I don't. I'm sorry.
They'll try to blame me out. They'll try to blame me out.
I wanted to say yes so bad. Like totally, man. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I listened to the album not too long ago.
I did know a little bit of Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah, Missy is.
I thought
so.
She was
shout out to Missy Elliott because she's amazing, amazing MC and artist.
Is she still? I mean, is she still putting stuff out?
She's still definitely relevant to this game. Do you know? It's funny because like Lil Wayne gives her props like all the time.
Yeah,
it's like Missy Elliott's my favorite.
Yeah. As I understand, she was a mover shaker in the time. Like she was.
She's always doing something innovative.
Yeah.
Her videos are dope, and
I do remember her music being very catchy.
So I do with Missy Elliott. Like, I'm just saying, like I do with female rappers.
Right.
And I do.
The vernacular's not quite what he was.
But
that's cool.
But there's definitely some dope female artists that don't adhere to the common, like, because I swear, like I'll see videos of like a new female rapper, like,
right.
I mean, Ice Spice, like she's like always twerking, and Megan Thee Stallion, she's always like twerking,
right?
And it's just
that's all I see too.
I'm just like, damn. Can
you name a current one that
is it just because we choose to only see that?
It's possible. Is
it like an algorithm?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I mean, is it just a system designed to just rope us in?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But did we make the system, or are they doing it on their own?
You ever hear? And then there's also a conspiracy, like that like rap music. I don't believe that hip hop music started this way, but I feel like kind of like rap music. I feel like there's a conspiracy that like rap music was used to like, you know, harm the society.
Think so?
I don't know if it's true. I mean,
I don't want to believe that because I feel like
I mean, it's definitely
part of, you know, black culture, and they brought it in their own way.
Well,
And
like I said,
unique.
well, like I said, being, you know, hip hop being born in New York, you know, in '73, that was some whole other shit. I'm talking about when like West Coast gangster rap was popping, like, you know, kind of like just to like implant it in the minds of everybody, you know, just to like, I don't know. I mean, that's some conspiracy shit. Allegedly,
Didn't
that, you know, but who knows?
Is
right?
it possible?
I mean,
maybe, but
well, is it, you know, is that why it turns out like
I don't know.
I mean, you know, it's just I fell in love with rap music, man.
Right.
Hard, like
you have the heart of a beautiful black man. You know, which is funny because we haven't touched on it, you know, because, you know, we're two white guys talking about rap, but that's because we believe, both of us, even though I'm not into the rap the way that you are, we'll believe that music isn't for race.
Yeah.
Anybody can listen to anything, and I've known some black guys who did not listen to rap, and I mean they did a little, but they were big on melodic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, you know, if anyone's getting butthurt about us talking about, well, right, white and black and this and that, we don't really give a shit. We're just saying.
No, and I think at this point, I think the point is moot. You know, it's just like,
especially with so many white rappers. I mean, come on.
There's some dope white rappers.
Right.
I mean, there's gonna be white rappers that like. I mean, obviously, you know, the whole Eminem thing,
right?
But definitely been compared to like, you know, Elvis, like taking black music and making it, you know, something else. I mean,
he set the bar, or he reset the bar. In fact, if you ever watched that Elvis, I don't know how we're talking about Elvis in a rap show.
Isn't that funny? Because we were talking about like over sexuality.
Yeah. And
maybe that's so that popped into your head because you were thinking about Elvis.
But he did. Elvis's pelvis, man. Yeah. Everybody was like, "You got to shut that guy down," and the cops tried to.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why I mentioned like 2 Live Crew. He set the bar. The bar always gets set, and maybe now it's so high that it's way sexualized.
Right. And I think that just as a society in general, we're desensitized now to like so much. So there's war going on, and you know. Commercials are like just crazy, right? It's just like, we just look at shit and just be like, that's normal.
Absolutely. And actually, if you're a female rapper and you want to rise to the top of the charts, are you thinking, I literally have to?
Right. That's what I wonder too.
I wonder.
Yeah. I wonder that too, man. Ooh.
Yeah. Because what else are you going to rap about? The people are like, oh, this is lame. I mean, I don't know if that's true. They would think that, but
yeah. I think that there has to be a balance. Like I said, I think that there should be a healthy balance, just like anything in life. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's where I kind of would be dope. I mean, like I said though, Nicki Minaj has some dope stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, and it's not like we're taking away from any talent. That's
Lil
not it at
Kim
all.
Has some dope. Do you know who Lil Kim is?
Oh yeah. Back in the days of Biggie and stuff.
Okay.
She was little too. She's like a yard gnome.
I swear she had this like infamous poster. Did you have this poster, Jack? I feel like you might have had this poster.
It was hidden somewhere in the locker.
He was like, I don't know nothing about rap. It's got the Lil Kim poster.
I never knew her music.
Okay,
but I knew who she was. I mean, I wasn't in the dark. I wasn't under a rock.
Right.
Know? And when Biggie, you know, and Tupac was really big, you know, all those other names, Faith Evans and what's her name, you know, I'd hear about them.
Right.
And you'd see them on MTV award shows dressed in, I don't know, a string or something. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, she's wow, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like that's another bar set. So each time it seems like if you're going to outdo that, you got to step to a next level.
And I think that rap has always been controversial, no matter what direction you push it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like,
and that's what we kind of love about it, isn't it?
That's exactly what the love about it.
I mean,
that's just like
rock and roll too.
It's like the freest the freest of speech. I've heard people talk crazy shit about rap and hip hop music, just like, oh, this is terrible,
right,
or whatever.
It's not real music. There's not even melody in there, which is bullshit. It's always been, even when I wasn't listening to rap, that was a bullshit remark. You know, it's not music is not defined by whether or not it's got 28 scales of music melody in it.
Right.
Not that can have that many scales, by the way. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so, and thus kind of drops us into that category. I mean, it's just like, bam, it hit me back in the, in the early 80s, just when it was hitting everybody. It's just kind of like culture finds a way to just see, to get in.
Yeah.
Man,
I really wish we had some women to sound off on that point. Eventually, we're gonna have to bring a guest in here,
or maybe we'll do some live streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should do some live streaming. Would be really dope. We can do it right through our channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to be doing that. We're going to that show soon. That'd be a good chance to let somebody sound off.
Yeah, I'm trying to get put on.
Right.
I'm trying to get put on that show.
I would love to see that.
Man, I would love to get back on the stage right now.
Yeah, you guys would love to see
It's been a minute, man.
Do you think you can just become a rap artist? Because I couldn't.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Is like some people are naturally born talented, right, and some people just really grind hard to get good. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like that's the beautiful thing about hip hop too. It's like, you have some great classic hip hop albums that just like, it doesn't really, like, some people don't have that flow and cadence that, that I particularly like, veer towards.
Right.
Yeah, like,
I do.
Like I said, that classic, like that Big Daddy Kane, just like that fucking, that setup and delivery, every time. Yeah. Shout out to, man, R.I.P. to Mr. C, DJ Mr. C. It was a Big Daddy Kane's DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, R.I.P. and damn, he was 57, died of, some diabetes complications.
That sucks.
Yeah. So
that's young.
That's why we're staying healthy in this motherfucker, right?
I've been trying to take better care of myself.
That's what's up, man. And it's, there's some positive shit in hip hop. There's going to be people that just be like, look at rap music and hip hop as just, like you said, trash. Like, it ain't music and it's not a community. Like, this shit is really strong, man. It's like, we really, there's a lot of people bringing awareness to, you know what I mean? Like, right. Like the actual minds that live in, the neighborhoods where they feed us poisons and shit. And like a lot of rappers that are community activists. And so hip hop has bred a lot of dope shit. We've taken this art form and music across the fucking, everywhere.
Yeah, do you think people kind of forget that though because of the beefs? There's a beef going on right now, big one that I've been hearing about. You probably know a lot about more than me, but do you think that taints maybe that like takes away that there is community, there is good things coming out of it?
And this particular beef that's going on right now is kind of it's like a little bit different than I mean, right now it's a mainstream beef that's like really out in the open. You know what I mean? But hilarious shit. Which is funny because you know who Drake is.
Yes. I don't know his music, but I know
you don't know his music.
Of course not. Come on. I mean, but I know who it is, and I know that there's beef going on. But yeah, do you know a bit about? I mean, you can share. We got a beef story here.
Yeah, we have a beef story right here. So amongst all this beef that's going on with J. Cole, who retracted his diss song. Remember?
Yes.
He retracted his diss song. Yeah. Yep. So he like bowed out gracefully. There are a lot of people talking about, was that a bitch move? Or is it,
what's your take?
Is it, I mean, I think that man, I hate playing both sides of the fence.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that, when you come at somebody like that,
right,
like you should be swinging full force. So I feel like he kind of feels like an idiot.
Yeah.
For like, he was just like, man, he even said he was like, man, this is some lame ass shit. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I'm just like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like I'm one of the people that's like, first of all, I would never write anything garbage.
Right. If you're gonna put it out there, make sure it kicks something over.
And you know that. No, but
what is it? The phrase: if you're gonna shoot at the king, you better kill the king.
Right. Yeah. So I got mixed feelings about it because I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? I'm older and wiser, and you know what I mean. Like I realize that there's so many, intricate facets to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of ins and outs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Absolutely.
just a lot of shit popping in all kinds of different directions, and it's like how much of it is just like we were talking about, like the over sexualized music. Like, is there a reason why we're receiving this information?
Right.
You know what I mean? Is there? So because it's like they're already like the three biggest, some of the three biggest rap artists. But that was the thing. Kendrick was like, he was like, fuck the big three, it's just big me, and like literally like just came out and like blatantly said all this shit. Well, Drake put out a song called Drop and Give Me 50,
okay,
or whatever like that, or it's called Push Ups. It's called Push Ups. Oh. And then in parentheses it says Drop and Give Me 50.
Okay.
And he just put that out, and then right after that, Rick Ross put out like the best one so far.
Oh, really?
This is like Rick Ross just came out just like.
Now, when you say best one, because the burns are so harsh, or what?
The funny thing is that's what I mean. Is like, it's like, all right. So I'll play this video, and I have the lyrics on there too, so you can see it.
Awesome.
And it's funny that we're talking about the white boy shit, because he calls Drake a white boy. He's like.
Because that's an insult.
Because, man, well, and that's what I'm saying. It's 2024.
Yeah.
Here
and we're still doing this.
I'm like, damn, Ross. Shit.
Jeez.
He said, man. But I know, but the thing is, as he says in the song, he says that he got a nose job so he would look less black, basically.
Wow. That's,
Yeah. Like, Rick Ross said this shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
For real. So here we go. Rick Ross, Champagne Moments, with the lyrics.
Fish tanks and marble floors, living big and bad. Niggas laugh until they hit with my official jab. Crack smoke is the exhaust from my pen and pad. Ghost writers, they get the floss, what you could have had.
So the Ghost Writer reference, he's saying that Drake doesn't write his own shit.
Oh, right. Which is pretty harsh when you're talking about.
Oh, no, this is like, this is a major thing in hip hop. It's like, oh, you don't write your shit? Like, you have a ghostwriter?
You think there's any legitimacy to that?
Well, I mean...
Or is he just, shooting at him?
I would say that, no, I mean, that's what Kendrick's saying, too. Okay. He said that shit, and he said that shit, too.
Oh.
He said, people sharing... He didn't say people. He said...
I know. That word.
Sharing bars. Sharing bars like they are in a 2-man cell. Something like that, man. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Kendrick, man, go fuck with us. But yeah, back to this Rick Ross shit.
Okay.
So yeah, Ghost Writers, they get the flaws what you could have had. All right.
You a worker on the chart. Don't make me laugh. Get the mind. Tell by my watch. This a different time. Living fine. I'm getting.
See, I love this. I love his setup and delivery too.
Yeah.
Like Rick Ross, and a lot of people say, because that he was a correctional facility, like
a guard.
Yeah.
Oh. So they're usually pretty badass, tough guys.
So a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people that do not fuck with Rick Ross.
Right.
At least when he was like coming out, like people didn't fuck with Rick Ross. I was always a fan of his music. Once again, that's a controversial issue in itself. Yeah. But this right here is like Rick Ross and Drake, like actually, they have songs together.
Yeah.
And that's why this is like, oh, this shit is probably relevant. A lot of people are saying that Rick Ross definitely took the
Yeah.
took a good.
Who believes
Yeah.
he moving keys in his Louis V's? Run up on you and snatch your chain, watch you bitches bleed. Feel the pain or just describe where you really ride. Either you niggas getting money or ready to die. B.I.G. or give a fuck if you Chi-Ali. You got it and you keep it tucked if you be by me. Do the job.
I'm not quite sure what that means. What is that? The Charles Schwab
For
reference.
Charles Schwab, man, what's he? Is he like a Schwab?
Well,
Is
Charles
he gonna
Schwab.
change his tires?
I mean, a lot of stuff is pretty funny. Like if he was dissing on me, I'd probably laugh because he's like, "Oh, that's pretty good, man."
So hold on, well, I want to know who is Charles Schwab. Should let's get it. We have to.
Charles Schwab is kind of like what a white man's banker. It's like- that's why it's kind of out there.
Oh, if we keeping it gangster, you check me. Wow, right here. And then he. Oh,
Yeah.
this is where.
Now that's it's funny, like because
So he called him a white boy.
Could someone say that that's racist? Like if it was a white guy coming around and going the other direction, would you be like, dude, that's some racist ass shit,
Man,
right there?
that's.
I mean, if you
That's a good question, I suppose. That's,
from
right?
looking at it, and I like,
Yeah, I think that I would probably take a little offense. I mean, right now, if someone was like, if I fucking just was on stage killing, someone was like, you know, why? But
it's an insult to.
But this is war right now, right?
Yeah, right.
This is like, or this is what he calls just like he's like, giving him a, he's checking him, He's checking them real quick,
and that's definitely a hit. I don't know. This is it's right on the line. It's definitely on. What
do you think about all this shit? Do you think it's like generated for like sales? Do you think it's real?
I think it's real. But I think that like if you're really going to be fair, it's definitely a racist thing to say. Even though it's sort of acceptable. Like I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm so offended right now. But at the same time, if I'm being honest, if you reverse the roles around, that'd be a really if I said, well, you're looking pretty black today, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man? I feel like there's definitely like that shit. Yeah. That shit's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of dope white rappers. Like,
right. And it feels a little insulting.
Man, it's like, but damn, like this, what he's saying, I feel like he's saying, because he's mixed or whatever, that he's trying to be less black.
Right.
I think is what the point is.
Sure.
And, I mean, shit, we can take that back to what I would almost say is the greatest of all time, Mike Jack. You know what I mean? You can call it what it is.
That's gold. Yeah.
Mike Jack, baby.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Man, legends come, they die,
Yeah.
OJ Simpson died. He died.
I heard a rumor. I didn't know if it was true. You're actually confirming it.
No, I'm confirming it. Yeah,
okay.
He died. And I saw on one of the social media platforms, someone said some funny shit. There's this rapper Joyner Lucas who does like these crazy, like in the perspective of something else raps, and someone was like, Joyner Lucas is writing a perspective song about OJ's gloves.
That's awesome.
Man, you have to listen to some of his music. Joyner Lucas. Yeah.
What did OJ die of? Was just like what do we know?
Prostate cancer.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, that's better than his wife did. That's factual.
Damn.
Yeah.
You think he did it?
Everyone's like, is there even a
You think he did it? I mean, I'm just saying, damn. We're talking controversial shit. I'll ask Jack.
No, I'm telling you.
Do you think if OJ did it?
Actually, we know he did it because he was successfully sued in civil court.
Right.
For murdering his wife.
I heard some crazy shit like that I had never heard of, and I had watched the documentary and all that, the special, but I saw in a comment that they were like, yeah, his son did it, and then that OJ like came to like help clean it up or some shit. Yeah, like, and I've never heard that.
I never heard that either. But if it was your kid, would you help him out? Yeah, I would.
Oh man, that's crazy.
It'd be horrible, but I'd do it.
So also, that whole OJ case that sparked, talking about white, black, talk about division in general. That case sparked a lot of division racially.
Yes.
It was, definitely raised the climate up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. So,
and that was in a time when there was a lot of beatings by cops, and they were getting away with it. So when OJ got off the hook, it felt like, well, now it's fair, even though it wasn't. That guy probably should have been convicted. It felt, to a large black community, it felt fair finally.
And once again, I don't know. I mean, who knows?
No, we weren't there.
Exactly. I wasn't there. I'm not gonna.
And the man's dead. It feels hard to come down too hard on him. I mean, man, he's gone. Yeah. Even if he was a killer.
A lot of people are killers, right?
Right.
Shit. Half more than half the rap lyrics that I've been listening to my whole life. Those people killers. Shout out to West Coast gangster rap music. You know what I mean?
Shit out there, man.
So no, I was listening to a lot of shit, and did we ever touch on the Cypress Hill thing too? Is Be Real, like his rap voice is like not his actual voice, like he changes it.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you change
crazy?
Your voice for rap? Like I couldn't.
Well, and I was just thinking about the other day. I was like, but it's still his voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Like,
isn't that crazy? Yeah. I was just thinking about it. But yeah, a lot of people like. So rap music is supposed, mainly you got to be authentic. You got to.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and finish up the rest of this.
Yeah.
We over here just. But
but he never had a fight in school. Always ran. Another nigga had to write your grooves. Flow was copy and paste. Weezy gave you the juice.
There it is, another ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Another white boy at the park.
Yeah.
Wanna hang with the crew.
He's hitting it.
He really is. He's really drilling it in.
I predicted my fate. Got more money than you. Fuck you want me to say. 50 mils for the crib. Where you want me to stay. I can shoot up the block.
So Stay Scheming is a Drake song.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of like he's saying.
Was it Stay Scheming maybe a Rick Ross song?
It feels like he's saying the same way that Southern rockers would be like, you ain't South enough. Is what it feels like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not one of us enough. You're posing, and I don't know that's fair. And of course, he's hitting him as hard as he can. It's familiar in that sense. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? As opposed, it's like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
You ain't South enough.
Yeah. It's a
North
thing.
Enough.
I
think music genres, they kind of like they're, because you're in, like I said, just even the part of Portland that I grew up, it's like you have like Northeast, Southeast,
Yeah.
Northwest, all that. I mean, and all the neighborhoods are different, so everybody ends up raised a little different.
It's always been an us and them thing.
Thank God where I was raised. Shout out to Northeast Portland, baby.
See,
503.
Yeah. See, it's always it's always an us and them thing. That's been through history, man.
A lot of pride from where I'm from, but
of course,
yeah. But
you guys are okay, but you're not quite as good as us.
Yeah. It's always been a competition.
Centers for all the killings while we ride rentals. Look me right in my face. He beginning to shake. Told you niggas stay scheming. I predicted my fate. Got more money than you. Fuck you want me to say. 50 mils for the crib.
He's like all kinds of shit. Yeah. He's like, I let you get on my songs.
It was good for your face. Now bitch nigga is home and no room for debate. Pop a perk for the field. Go and count me a meal.
Okay.
You niggas for free. Do it all for the
and this is a little hook.
Yep.
When we speaking directly, if we keeping the game, you see me, you check me.
Yeah. So that's a sound bite of Drake. Just like, oh man,
this is when you said I was kick ass. Remember this?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
So look, and then here comes the next. Pay attention to these lines right here. This is where. All right, so hold on. Here we go.
White boy, yeah, biggest. It's Rose, nigga. We can do it how you want to do it, where you want to do it, anytime you want to do it. I'm ready. I'm ready, white boy.
So he's saying he like just straight.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
That is. Jeez. Is there a response yet? I mean, I guess are we expecting Drake to come back with something?
I mean, he's gonna have to,
right? Otherwise, he loses his face, right?
Well, there was like some kind of shit floating around the internet. It was like a text to Drake's mom and she was like, it was like his mom texted him or something. Was like, Drake, did you get a nose job?
No, ma.
That's what he said. Nah, ma. And he's like,
my mom would do that.
Yeah. So I think she was like concerned about the beef. He's like, no, we're gonna handle it. Like, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how we're gonna handle it. I don't know.
All moms are the same. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty. So the next one we're gonna see is maybe another Drake.
Yeah.
Another Drake retaliation.
But now there's just two of them in it. Like there's not the three.
No, so now actually that's not true because you got Drake, Kendrick, and now Rick Ross is in it. There's some other people that.
So where's Kendrick stand? Where? Because
Kendrick is saying fuck everybody.
Right. Did he fire it up? Like, I'm trying
Kendrick
to
Kendrick was the one that set it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's the one that brought it to a boil.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm awesome and you guys blow. Right. But this is still aimed at Drake.
Yeah. Kendrick was not talking shit about Rick Ross.
Okay. Right. Well,
but he's just saying nobody's fucking with him. Right. He's just like, you're really doing nothing. You know, that real rap shit, right? Right. Somebody's got to be on top, just like fucking the beast of all beasts. I mean, Eminem, the whole thing about him, I mean, you know, white boy or not, he destroyed rappers. He destroyed rappers that came after him.
Yeah.
Black, white, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he just rolls right through them. Just, it's like an evisceration.
Yeah.
That's
don't matter. That's what I mean. So you know,
I would not want M on my bad side.
Yeah. So you call it what it is. You know what I mean? Should people be rapping or not, or can white rappers be the greatest of all time? You know, which some people argue that Eminem is, and some people, say that no, he's not.
Like I said, I was joking around, but I feel like maybe some of it's real. Like, if you didn't rap about this, what would you rap about? Eventually, you need some antagonizing, something to chew on. You know? So you just pick somebody and go, he's at the top. Let's knock him down. We'll get something going. Because otherwise, what am I going to rap about?
There's lots of shit to rap about. That's what I mean.
Well, I guess that's what I'm asking. What would you rap about if you weren't rapping?
There's so many things to rap about. It's just the most artistic art form.
No, I mean ever. Rap about that people are going to buy. That's what I meant. Like,
man,
I can rap
he's
about anything.
You can rap about flowers and daisies, but who's gonna pick that shit up?
And maybe that's the thing that we tie it back in with the women. They're like, if I don't sing about this and that, who's gonna buy my shit?
Right. So I mean, you tell me. I mean, are you more likely to buy an album if it has a fat ass on the front?
When you say fat, is it PHAT?
With the most for sureness, yes.
The truth is, the honest truth is, who doesn't like beautiful people singing about things that are, well, quite frankly, dirty? I'm just saying. It does seem like we have I don't know this for a fact, but maybe you've got the majority in what we're talking about, gangster rap or over sexualized, and then you have the much smaller. Is that true or not true?
Yeah, for sure. That's like most of the shit is underground rap.
Yeah,
but not to say that there's some underground rap that's not dirty as hell too.
Right.
I mean, that's it's just, I suppose it goes into the category of. Yeah, what do you rap about? Do you rap about some gangster shit?
Actually, this is a great question for you because you're thinking about getting back in the studio and things like that and doing a show. What are you going to rap about?
Well, that's the thing is like, I rap about my experiences like in life and whatever's going on at the moment and, life lessons. I might write a story about, people that influenced me through, or stuff like that. But I've had a pretty, successful underground, run, with my crew, the Sand People, my crew, the Chosen, and then
you've been there and back now.
Yeah.
These days, I mean, when are you going to write
But that's the thing is like, and that's an interesting question. It's like, what am I going to sit down and write about?
Social commentary,
but I'm also into just writing dope lyrical, raps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That are just like, clever, witty, like
right. Like maybe you're more of the gin and juice feel, like just kind of laid back and enjoying your life. Can you write that rap? I mean, is that a thing?
No, it's for real. I work with a lot of producers. And have worked with a lot of producers that all kind of have a different sound. So when I'm making a record, I kind of generally trying to lump those sounds together. You know what I mean? It might be a couple of different producers. It might be one that you can play to.
And I know you would. So, but what would it take if you got into this and you suddenly thought, you know what, this guy over here is rapping and I think it's lame and I feel like he's a poser. I'm going to just... For no reason.
Oh yeah, and
would you run into him? Just
well, not physically.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, no, that's the thing. We call them ciphers.
Yeah, I don't know that. What I mean?
Yeah, we call it a cipher.
A cipher is something that's never mind.
Yeah, so we call it it's a rap cipher.
Okay,
and it's a circle for the most part. Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's when. Most of the time somebody will be beatboxing or there's a beat playing and then the mic is getting passed around. Okay.
All right. I like that. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, man. No, like shout out to my boy DJ Wicked up in Portland, holding down like one of the longest running hip hop nights in Portland, Wicked Wednesday. And, they would open the microphone up at midnight. And it was a cipher. Yeah. And it was absolutely so many times someone would get on there and someone would just be like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then, start going at them. Because it's just like, it's like a pack of wolves, man.
You're right. It actually sounds like a lot of fun to watch and be a part. I couldn't be a part of it. But
and it's backfired. People have tried to pull that white boy card on me.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And I just...
You don't deserve to be here, Al. You're white. Which is... Can you imagine being told? I guess maybe you've been told that.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
And I've heard Al. Let me tell you, he does deserve. Dude's good.
Man, so shout out, Jack. Man, appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I heard your shit too, man. It's good. It's good. It's different. What we do is fucking different. It's hell.
That's right.
With these two guys, me and this guy, man, the music that we do is mad different.
It's and that's the thing is that. You and I, this the common bond we have is that we've never been like, oh, you're only allowed to listen to this. There is no rule. I don't care what it is, where you come from or what color you are. You do what you do.
Yeah. So if you feel differently, drop something in the comments.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to the next Breaking In. We out this motherfucker.
Peace.